Hello, welcome back to Distant Worlds 2. We are continuing our Atuuk playthrough here, and right now we are trying to figure out what exactly we're going to do with some of these ships here. Okay, so this one is back under construction and is not part of a fleet. Like it got maybe a little bit banged up, but it is a medium-sized fleet carrier. I think ultimately it will end up over here, but for the time being, let's just try to get everything back to the base, or back to our home planet as much as possible. Take a look and just see where all these ships are at in general. Okay, so they're slowly but surely working their way back up to our home planet is. Now, last episode we did take out some enemies here, and we managed to capture a planet from the Boscarans. We would like to do more, but right now our troop attack strength is not significant enough to be able to pull that off, so we are going to do some repairing and try to get back up and running. Looks like there's a decent amount of troops on this planet here that we just landed recently, and our home planet we have been continuing to construct many troops. So we are going to try to maybe flip this back to automatic, which I think is done under here. Yep, right there, automatic. So let's just try to scoop up all the troops that we can. I'm gonna go ahead and unpause for now. We're gonna go on speed 2 for a moment, just so I can get my bearings and get everything kind of figured back out here. All right, so we scooped up a bunch there. I do want to make sure that on all our planets, I do have the appropriate buildings built. So let's go ahead and click on here and click on here. Just make sure. Yeah, see, the upgrades would be here, but I don't know if you're just building it for the first time if it would be there. So go ahead and just toggle all these planets. Just make sure it has this planetary administration complex on every planet, because that would make people happier, and happy people pay more money. We clearly need that. Durian, let's go ahead and get that going. Okay, we got one there. We do not have one here, so let's get that built. And this is an outpost, so we can't build anything. The damage is slowly repairing, and I'm hoping at some point we'll get good enough quality people to come over here that makes sense to be on this planet. Looks like, yeah, it looks like our species is the most correct species to be there. Okay, so we are loaded up. Like we are doing some repairs. Oh, hello. Did we capture a hive carrier? It looks like we did. Interesting. So where's that other hive carrier? Wasn't there one coming over this way? It looks like there is. Look at these guys lingering over here. I'm hoping, I don't know, they're angry with us. I don't think we would automatically attack them, so I guess there's no point in trying to pursue that. Now this guy, I want to say retire over here, just so that we get some of those resources. I'm assuming these guys are working their way back over here. Alright, so anybody I have told to retire, I am going to, I think, remove from the fleet. Okay, another abandoned ship acquired. Add you to the second fleet. We are still cash flow negative overall, which is a little concerning, but hopefully it won't be too bad. Try to get back to our home planet here and deconstruct these ships. I'm gonna let the Boscarans hopefully like go back to their planets and reset. hoping I might be able to leapfrog enough with the tech that ooh, holographic entertainment, very nice. Anyway, leapfrog with the tech enough to the point where I can be just dominant to them and take them over in the next war. I'm guessing that's going to be a bit of a stretch. We might be able to take 1 or 2 planets. I can't afford to build. Can't quite get over there to do that yet. This is still being reconstructed, which is fine. Makes this a pretty powerful ship overall. Let's join it to the second fleet. Let's see. So do I want to scrap it for parts? No, I probably want to explore it. Oh. 50 Shakturi on board? Does that mean I will get them? Star system. Overt attack might be worth investigating. Okay, so we found another planet that's going to be highlighted. Going to be told to research. We still got these 2 being constructed. This guy is like in our territory, so I do want to come over here and harass these guys. Get our ship over there to build on it. Experimental bombardment weapon. I like seeing that. Go ahead and build those 2 things up. Looks like we might have some resources again in our private sector. Not much, but a little bit. I'm a little worried about them landing over here. Then again, if we're not at war with them, they shouldn't attack us. Okay, Super Exterminator is now ours. Not that we could afford to research that at all right now. All right, let's take advantage of having a little bit of cash on hand. We do have the spy, like the espionage benefit right now, so let's see what we can do about recruiting some spies. Even if they're cheap ones, they have a massive bonus right now, so it's probably worth doing this. A little worried about spending all my money on this, though. Especially because we're in the negative. There we go. See if we could try to get 1 more, maybe? That's an admiral. Just wants... oh, these scientists. Alright, this guy is really good. But also really expensive. Try 1 more time. And 1 more. Nope. Okay, just waste the money. Unfortunate. Would have been really nice to get the guy. Go retire this guy here. Leave the fleet. Alright, the Hive Swarm has been sighted. That is a single ship, so hopefully... I mean, we could take our fleet over there and wipe it out, I think, pretty easily. Ectaria. Back to the can't afford to build situation. Quite unfortunate. Alright, we started deconstructing this. Which, with any luck, is yielding some tech. Let's see what we can do about attacking this guy. Oh. Constitution Crystal. New government acquired. Right, what type of government is this? Take a quick gander here. Well, I also want to sort this by suitability, see if anything new is cropped up. Doesn't look like it. Unfortunate. So Constitution Crystal must be at colony for bonus to apply. So these guys are not have not yet returned home. Drop this stuff off. You know, be nice if you know, given that you have 3 artifacts on you, maybe you wanna, you know, transfer over that. These guys are far away, right? I'm getting distracted. There's other things I need to do. All right, let's look at our government type. Way of the Ancients is just a net improvement. All right, what's your deal? Our new leader is... he's okay. Hopefully he'll get more skills relatively soon. That guy's still coming over here. It looks like he is. Oh, there it is. Prepare and capture. No, we just capture and not prepare. Here, let's see if we could just jump. We are very likely to get beaten up a decent amount here. Okay, so large civilian, that's a bigger colony ship, bigger freighters, bigger passenger ship, bigger fuel ship. All right, here we go. Looks like we are doing some damage to them. Doesn't appear to be enough. Research breakthrough. Oh boy. We are deconstructing ships here. Advanced maneuvering. Ooh. Advanced shields, I like that. Alright, can we do some damage to this guy to the point where he can't run away? Yes. Looks like we did. Hey, we were capturing. Don't destroy. Very nice. Okay. We could join you to the second fleet. You guys are good to continue defending. So now we have 2 hive ships under our control. This one's very beat up, but I imagine it will regenerate pretty quick. I hope. Well, while we are pretty full on fuel, it would probably be a good idea to jump over here and wherever this planet killer's at, looks like over here. Let's hop over here and wipe out the people constructing it so that we can get in there ourselves and take it over. Okay, we are cash positive once again. Everybody's happy. We don't have any war weariness anymore. I think we're doing okay. Not great, but okay. How is our economy? Private sector has a little bit of money. My guess is they're spending most of that on mining stations. Well, if they weren't, they should have been. Oh, almost accidentally deconstructed that all the way. But anybody that's relatively fueled up and has the ability to come over here and try to retire, I'm definitely gonna make that happen. Just to try to leapfrog as much tech as possible. We are still still in research, it looks like. What does this guy have on him? Nothing too crazy. Some improved weapon tech. How's that looking? Let's zoom out a little bit. Looks like we're still making some progress towards enhanced research, even though we can't actually research it ourselves. Indestructible compounds are getting close. This is getting real close. Torrent drive. Fusion balance, that's almost as close as you could possibly get. Alright, push the button. More sensor research. So that has never harmed us, the pushing the button thing. I don't know if it can, but it hasn't harmed us yet. So it looks like this is rebuilding. I really want 2 construction yards rather than a medium starfighter bay. Let's look at the bases. All right, let's get a construction yard there and a medium starfighter bay. Nope. Looks like I need crew capacity. Please tell me we have more than basic crew systems. We do. I don't know how far we need to go. Okay, apparently 38 is where we're at. Oh, because these ones are upgrading too. Okay, so this can be... we'll do manual for that. I really want this spaceport to be... Move that forward if we can. I think we're spending a good amount of resources trying to rebuild this ship. Yeah, but having 2 would be much better. Abandoned ship acquired. Okay, that's another one. We'll join that to the 2nd fleet. Oh. That's just encountered, not acquired. Alright, we're about to hop in here and ruin their day. And then hopefully we'll be able to start constructing this ship. Alright, let's just destroy this while we're at it. They're already mad at us, so it doesn't really matter that much. Let's refuel from fuel tankers, get everybody all juiced up over here if we can. Well, first we need everybody to make it over here. I don't want to attack the planet killer, I just want to come over here. Alright, so Broken Prowler is the one coming here to build. Where are you at? Okay, you are on your way. It looks like most of my fuel ships are over there now. Some are still lingering. Alright, we're going to refuel from fuel tankers. That should get everybody juiced up. And then hopefully by then we'll get the planet killer under construction. The AI won't do what we did and start attacking the construction ship. So once my construction ship like starts building, I should be good for the rest of the time. All right, this guy is almost, well, I guess not almost done being rebuilt. Ancient Mortalin home system. All right, looks like we are Are we constructing this yet? Broken Prowler. Nope, you're not there yet. You're almost there. Okay, we got 4 out of 5 of our fuel tankers refueling over here. Wait for this guy to get fueled up, and then I think we should be good to go. Okay, we are definitely building this now. I cannot believe we have not attempted to refuel this yet. Well, it's the only one left. Alright, now this guy's coming over here to refuel it. Perfect. Okay. We are good to jump back to our home system and start restocking our troops and get ready for the next war that I'm sure we're going to be in relatively soon. No, I don't want to jump away. I want to deconstruct over here. Right, this is not the revision that has... Yes, there we go. 2 construction yards. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, this is getting repaired to the point where it's actually positive. What about this? Still negative. Hopefully eventually it becomes positive. Right, I'm gonna keep having these guys leave the fleet and retire, but I'm gonna have them retire at the planet instead now, just because that seems to be maybe a little bit of a quicker path right now. All right, no research projects. Let's get back on that. Make sure we're staying afloat. 28 days seems like a pretty quick one to finish up. Same with 88 days for fusion balance, and then this. We're almost to torrent drives. I'll let that continue to get discovered by research. What else do we want to try to get here? We could go for water colonization. Enhanced crew systems would be useful as well. Holographic entertainment. We'll just keep moving in that direction. All right, these are slowly but surely moving over here. Not building anything yet. We're getting close. How's the old private economy doing? Looks like it's slowly getting back to normal. Alright, fusion is done. Alright, looks like some retiring is happening again. Collection of great things is being built. That's a +5 all research. It'd be pretty nice to have that. Alright, let's see. Explorations reveal this planet was once dedicated to the creation of highly modified clone troops. More Talon clones, okay. Bring back the pods. Genetic replication. Okay. I don't know if that'll come to bite me at some point, probably. I think we got some more deconstruction going on over here. A little extra tech breakthrough there. Hopefully with all these ships being deconstructed, we'll be in a better position. Alright, I think let's go for richer, just to try to generate a little more money right now while we're kind of in the middle of recovering. Ideally, we'd get these other ships repaired, and then we'd be able to go back to war with these other guys. That's the hope. We'll see what happens. Okay, that guy is done. Guy is done. On to the next. I think these are all reconstructing now. Declare war on astute Senkair Council. Nope. We're not gonna do that. We are treacherous. Okay, looks like we just got advanced hyperdrives. So that is the torrent drive. My guess is a lot of our ships are gonna want to retrofit now. So you had assault pods, large troop components. Advanced point defense. All right, how are we looking there? Let's see. Sophisticated medical complex. Great fortress. That is an enemy's planet. Okay. We're not going to be doing anything with that anytime soon. Couple more ships queued up for retirement. The rest are repairing, it looks like. Lots of repairs going on right now. All right, what's your deal? Where are you at? You limping along to go refuel? Why are you going all the way over there? Is there any fuel here? There is. Okay, that's closer. I don't know why you wouldn't go there. All right, our spies are going to start flipping out because they're going to be probably in a position where they're going to lose. My guess is, yeah, they're at 24% now, so that's potentially problematic. They'll have a chance to get it. Just not a good chance. All right, this big battleship is going to potentially yield a decent amount of stuff here. All right, abandoned ship acquired. We're joining that to the second fleet until it gets refueled. Then we're going to add it to our list of ships here that we're manually retiring over and over again. All right, we got rapid hull regeneration. Good, that didn't rebuild. Let's take a look at the tech. Looks like capital ships are making some progress. Improved destroyers are also coming along. Medium spaceport is probably worth the investment, especially because it's 2.5 years. Getting close to indestructible compounds. Improved destroyers, capital ships, large troop transports. I feel like all these are going to be very necessary. Let's still steal what we can, but looks like, oh, we actually have Meridian shields now. You know, I kind of wish you could just like lend money to your private sector or give it to them. Just so they can start building up some stuff of their own. All right, we're gonna make a general great. Looks like we are reconstructing before we are deconstructing. What's going on with this guy? Oh, he's still limping his way over here. He's not even here yet. All right, well, it looks like we're in the process of repairing and rebuilding everything. We have a decent amount of cash on hand. We are doing some good research, even though we're not currently under the research great direction. And it looks like we're, trending in the right direction here as far as what we need to discover. I think once I start getting larger ships and I'm able to build more, it's really going to help scale up my ability to invade and kind of do what I need to do. That being said, 4,200 troops is not nothing. I think that we are positioned to maybe... Here, yeah, we'll make it defensive. We didn't follow through on the defensive pact last time, but, we'll join you again. I would like to go to war once again with the Bascarans pretty soon. If anything, just to take 1 or 2 more planets, add it to our collection. A little worried about how strong these guys are getting. I'd like to hold them at bay if I can. These guys are also kind of frightening. They're not super powerful, but they definitely have a little bit of power to them. Can't believe how long it's taken to rebuild some of this stuff. Part of me would like to retrofit some of these ships, but I'm just worried about it taking so long. Take our fleet and retrofit over on this spaceport. I'm guessing we have a decent amount of resources over here, or at least they'll get over here. First Wakaris colony. Okay, well, looks like they went after the Wakaris specifically. Unfortunate for them. Huh. World also has an artifact, Airship of the Ancestors. This Devastator Compendium. A data crystal with Devastator Pulse. That's an area of effect weapon. Interesting. So we still have not discovered any more planets that we can actually colonize over here, right? Yeah, so we just have to invade to expand, and we're 12 colonies at this stage of the game is nearly a death sentence. So we are in a good amount of trouble here, I think. Hopefully we can get this stuff rebuilt and get everything back in order. I'm hoping as we do these repairs, we'll continue to make progress towards things like the indestructible compounds, because that would be a nice upgrade. We already have good shields. Now, bubble shields, yeah, this actually is technically version 3 is better than these shields. Not strength-wise, but I think the recharge and the recharge energy. Alright, let's retire over at the spaceport instead, because we know that'll be done. Yep, it's already opened up. I actually have a good amount of artifacts. Alright, well, I think I'm going to call an episode there. We've made a good amount of progress on tech. We are in the middle of finishing up water colonization, and then we're going to work on some more military tech to kind of leapfrog us forward a little bit. Hopefully relatively quickly we'll finish off some more of these weapon techs, and we'll be kind of better paired up against the Bascarans. We have one fleet with a decent amount of troops. And my hope is that we can come down here and do another, you know, little surprise attack and take out a couple planets if we're lucky, and move them under our umbrella. Looks like they might be at war with these guys, so it'd be a good opportunity to attack and expand if we can get away with it. And then from there, I think we're just gonna look for the next weakest person, which is probably these purple guys here, and try to go after them and maybe take them over. And then we're gonna be kind of stuck between two more difficult people that I don't know what we're gonna do from there, but we'll see how it plays out. So we'll go from there. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.